So this is the Ibanez RG655 GK. The GK stands for Galaxy Black, which is the finish that this is in. So the reason I wanted to review this guitar over and above any others that I've got to start with is that I think this is the best value guitar that I've seen, ever, in my opinion. And I can hear you saying, well, Craig, I've just looked up that guitar and it's £900. That's not cheap, and you'll be correct in your observation. It's not cheap as an absolute price. However, when I say it's good value, I mean, as the Americans say, good bang for the buck. What you get for your money is pretty good. So I got it when it was $999 RRP. I think you can get it as low as $850 now. But I'll just give you an overview of the specs and make my case for why it's a good value guitar and why you should totally buy one. So, basswood body, maple neck with walnut stripes, rosewood fretboard, and the original edge bridge, which is arguably the best bridge that you can get, full stop. Floating bridge, the best floating bridge, and certainly the best floating bridge that Ibanez do, in my opinion. It's made by Ibanez, designed by Ibanez, and manufactured by Goto, the Japanese company. I think Ibanez bridges are the best. They would be the best decisively if it were not for the way that they put the arm into the bridge, which is the socket with the nylon bushings. The problem I have with it is the nylon bushings wear down and it gets loose in the socket and the bar moves inside the socket before the bridge moves, and it's annoying. You want a flutter. That was a good flutter because it's in the socket snug, but when it wears down, that stops, and you have to find a workaround. Like I heat the bushings up over a gas stove to expand them, that works, or putting sellotape behind them and stuff. But I have a feeling that they could come up with a better method. So you spend like 200 and something quid just on the bridge unit, and you end up having to do crappy DIY workarounds to get the bar to stay in the right place. But screw-in methods are no better either, in my opinion. I've got a Floyd Rose with a screw in, and that just has the same problem, that it comes loose. Some like the Goto Floyd, which is probably the best mechanic for this kind of problem, is that it's got a screw in, but it's also got a grub screw on the back, so a different, or a nut maybe, but it's got another lock-in device on the back to make sure that it stays in the right place. Some people like the pop in and pop out mechanism because you can do silly things, take it out and bounce it on the strings and stuff, but I don't really do that, so I'm not asked about that. But yeah, apart from that, in terms of tuning stability, pull up and dive range, flutters, I haven't used a better bridge, so bear that in mind. So why is it good value? £900, you get all that. Those specs are essentially the same as what you get on this white gem behind me. The only difference is, got a bit more fancy wood carving going on, the lion's claw tremolo, the monkey grip, and then the jack socket. This has just got a flat jack socket. If that annoys you, then too bad. But I don't think those things are worth £1,400 difference. You're paying for the signature model, etc., etc. It's not saying you shouldn't buy one. I think they're great guitars, and comparison to other guitars of the same price on the market, that's definitely really good. But this, to me, is just strangely cheap for the quality of guitar you get. They're both prestige models. They both have similarly spec'd hardware. The only differences are the aesthetics. So the binding layer, the monkey grip, the lion's claw tremolo, and the recessed jack do not feature on the RG. And the pickups, although they are both very high quality DiMarzio pickups, obviously the Gem has got Steve Vai's signature Evolution pickups, whereas the RG has got the Air Norton True Velvet and Tone Zone. But even if you did want to put Evos in, it'd be cheaper to buy a set of Evos and swap them out than it would be to buy a gem if you weren't bothered about the other attractions to a gem, i.e. the aesthetics and it being Steve Vai's signature guitar. I highly recommend, if you want a guitar that is really easy to play, you know, shreddability, sounds nice, etc., and if you are an Ibanez fan, get one of these. The only thing I would warn you about this compared to some other Ibanez guitars or just other guitars in general is that this is the thinnest neck I've ever played on, and I think it's the thinnest neck that Ibanez do. It's the Super Wizard. I mean, it's a great neck, you know, 5-piece neck, it's stable, well put together, really smooth, but it's really thin, and if you get cramp, if you're prone to that kind of thing, this could cause you some problems, whereas the Gem neck is a different profile. The Gem Prestige neck's a bit thicker, and I actually prefer, my favourite neck profile out of the lot is the white Gem one, so just want to bear in mind. So without further ado, I'm gonna do some more playing for you on this beast.